Barakatah, Hey, never live a sin. Abraham, Isaac, Yaakov, Ella, the give him an Ella, young Kamasidim, Tevim Kayako, Zakakasta Abba, so maybe Golden Ebeneham, Manchma Abba, Melachus, Amashia, Magain, Barakatah, Dinaim, Magain Abraham. I'll take him on Madina, Nehemi Timotap Hoshi, Amashibarach, Murray de Geshem, the Koko Kamakasin, Mehemis, Rahman Rabim, Samekha from Rafekol, Amaturisim, the Kamim a solution at Bar, Mika Mokabalka, Rosamita Malach, Milachmis, Mehamis Mechashua, the Naman Atalakos, Mesim, Barakatah, Dinaim. Rakaya Hamesim. Like Tisha Fana reads like an section to pick out this Moshosh Makakadisha, Kakasa Enemy Akavakar, Zelzeviamar. Kadosh, Shemesava, his more Chris Kavode, Lumasa Mashap from the Armory, or Kavod, Nami Kaima, Jibaka Kasu Blaymore. Him look at my high XD on the door, hallelujah, Takadosh, Kakadosh, Shikishim, Kasala, Barakatari, Rel Kadosh, I'm talking to them, that's made a Nushbina, Kanina Kakam, Binavada, Kina, Kakma, Binavadas, Barakatari, Kanen Hadas, Ashibin, Bin Sorsak, Rakan Saka, Bakshani, Bichabash Malafnaha, Barakatari, Parasabi Chuban, Salaklan of Niki, Katan, Makomakaniki, Pashana, Kiata, Sakata, Barakatari, Kanen Hamabili Slovak, Rain, Abin, Viverino, Gani Mahalam Chmaka, Kia, Go Kasakata, Barakatari, well, you show him. The Fainite neighbor, if Hushina bin Bashak, is Sonata, but like her for Shamakosinu, Kia Malakina Rakmanata, Barakatari, or fact, Kalea may show him. Very Kalina, but now, Eshanos, just when it's what the same time we have the Braka, the Nadam, spin me to back, erections, in a cushion of the Braka, kills with me, Tibatam Rakashanim, Barakatari, the Barakashanim, Sikabasha Braka, Sin of some disgrace, Sin of Yakania back and put her Sinu, Barakatari, the basic I may show him. The shivers of Sinica, of Sinica, because of some good enough complainers, I deny live because of Braham Sidic Mishpat, Barakatari, well, I have Sidical Mishpat. La machine mati sikwa bakon nim kho sedim kage bidi bakho evum kame kresu bakho shaba hera sa kers maver smag ever sa neighbor rabia mainim barakatari nine sherber meklia zadim all this thinking about us in basing now how it's travel up that's so fam the great circlenia him rakam khadi now him since got up lokho bakam shuko bemas sim kokaina mahamilo na bashke bakapatachnu barakatari nine mishan takla sadikim Shameka Bakhash Bisim Kashiri Bart of Hisa, Dakam Sakatakin in the Seven Curve, Yamini Binyan Island, Barakatarinai, Rene Rishalayim, Esam active documents, Makanato Shosaka, Kili Shoska Nikolayan, Barakatarinai, Matsmia Karnishua, Shimakoino, Adinalina, Bakamakamala, Bakaba, Brakan Barson Esopos, I knew Kia Schmetz, Kunamata, Nakmakan, Kamuspenu, Kiata Schmetz, Kopa, Barakatarinai, Jamea Tefila, say I didn't know him, the shop is up to him, Shepard of every second. Fisher shots for some Biabas Club, I saw you son to me of that Stralamecha, the Kazani native Shupos and Brachman, Barakatadina, a Makshush Knasa sea. I married him in Akila. Let's have Kilo Clorakameka, Mac Close Books of Eka, Kimilam, Kimilach, your cool Miss Rack, which on Miss Station, come again, tell me the Lamboan. Rokham Yukasala, Del Pizza, El Yusho, Senator Senator Halata, Barakatadina. I'll touch for Kanala Haydice. See him, Shalom, Toby Brecker, Kind of Casa, Brackman, for Shomecha, Brakan in the Konik, Yakarbiapanaka, keep your Panakas of the Lano, I didn't hear Time Devascasa, you stuck Bracker, Rakam, Shalom, Tobanaka, Vexam Kreshab, according to Vokosha, Bishomecha, Barakatadina. Break the Meshab, Shalom. Elohim, Elohim, saying it. Sadiq, I'm not going to look at Tana, I'm not going to say a Katana. Alera Kapayam. Can make up a Shem and Navasham Namar. Shreinu Ishinu Adabar Shmecha, Senator Kappa, Laman Shemaka, Iskada Shemay Rabba, Yamadi Rakats of Nikaku, say the Yasma, kind of a Karmashikai, the Kayak and the kind of a kind of Isra, the Galas on Curry, Virami. Heshme Rabba Mevay Rafael Mamai, Smack Bishabak, Bispa, say, the Solar Bisala, the good Chabriku. Yeah, let me cover Casa Bishiras, which is crossed Nakamasa, and Rambiama, Vimramain, take us to Navas on the Kabisha, kind of behind you, Vishmaya, Vimramain, Yehesh on the Rabba Mincha-Maariv, becomes Malino, very short, Vimramain. So Sean be Marima, P.S. Shalom Aleinu, Bialko Yeshua, Vimur Ramain. Aleinu, Shabbat, Ladana Cross. I'm actually controlling. Minamar, Mahayama Palaris, let me head in a Hadish Mayakad, Skada, Shemay Rabba, the Amadi Brackets, I believe Maku say, the Yatsmak, kind of a Karmashikai, the Kaye, kind of a Kaida Kobe Sishrava, Bagalavis Makari, the Maramain. Hey, Shmei Rabbi Mevayra, Elmo Mayo Maya, Sparek Vishabak, Vispar Visham Visase, Isada Visal Visal, Shmedikucha Briku. Yea, let me cover Casa Vishiras, which is Prakas from Nekamasa, and Riam Biamavi Maramain, Yehei Shlama Rabba Minshamaya, Vakim Malani, Vakoi Shal, Vimaramain, Isa Sham Bimrama, P.S. Shamalani, Vakoi Shal, Vimaramain. Ironic Lachapi, it's doing something if I double really well, yeah, take Nani who. Ja, Stefani is well, and yes, Stefani, yes, I'm looking at it. I study in your Gilsmith, you swim as Manako. Martha, China, Suna, Samosama, hey, I'm looking maybe, but mine contain Shavar, Lahagot Sahara, the kind of an extra Rescue Sparkle is Charlotte with the Carbell in terms of Snimar. I did not compare to mine, Sikta, Yatara, the idea. Skada, Shemay Rabba, the Almighty Brackers, Epnik Maku, say, the Yatsmak, kind of a Karmashikai, the Kaye, kind of a kind of a kind of Kobe Sishrava, but Galavis Makari, the Maramain, Yeheshmay Rabba, Maya, you spare it, Vishabak, Vispar, Vishaman Visase, Isadar Visala Visal, Shmedikud Chabrichum. Yea, let me cover Casa Bishira, such as Pakasa Nekamasa, the Miram Biama, the Maramain, Al Yeshua, the Arabanan, the Altamide, Hind, the Alcotamide, Samide, Hind, the Alcomandas Kim Biaraisa, TBS Radin, the Diva Kolasar, Biasar. Yehei lahana konshla maraba, china v'chisav v'rachamim, v'chayin arichin, v'zon arvika, v'chana mikadam avahayin, v'shmaya v'imaramein, Yehei shla maraba min shamaya, v'chem shmaleni, v'akor yishral v'imaramein, v'yis hasham v'imrima, v'yas shamaleni, v'akor yishral v'imaramein.
Rivers idea was down outside, we should have beautiful weather. It was great.
Yeah,
we should do this more. We should do this more often. Anyway, tonight you should be tonight the yard side of Rabbi Yoel HaKayin. Rabbi Yoel HaKayin was one of the chief rabbis of Izmir in Turkey, and he's known for some of the books he wrote on Musar. He wrote over 30 Sefarim, but he has a book called Shevet HaMusar, which is studied by many till today. Going back to 1715, in the Crown Colony of Maryland, if you wanted to take oath into office, if you wanted to run for office or anything, you had to take an oath. So in Miami, you could take an oath on a chitas, right? But over there, you had to take an oath, and this is what you had to say: upon the true faith of a Christian. When you took an oath, that's what you had to say. To hold a Bible and say, upon the true faith of a Christian. This was appealed in 1716 by the state of Maryland, and with no, they kept on fighting it from 1776. Sorry, that is. From 1776 until 1825, Jews of Maryland have been fighting this statement, this requirement, and finally in 1825, on the 8th of Adar, the night, they passed the law that specifically Jews, unless you're Jewish, you have to still say that, but if you're Jewish, then this is what you would say. You would affirm in the future state of rewards and punishment. Yes, a future state of rewards and punishment in the stead of the declaration now required by the Constitution and the form of government of the state. So that's what they want you to be afraid. They want you to know that there's reward and punishment in the world to come, and that's what you have to. That was the affirmation you had to say in the state of Maryland, which was good for the Jews. Um, Today, this Shabbos is the anniversary of the Frierdiker Rebbe coming to America in 1940 to the shores of America. There's actually videos of him coming off the boat off the shores on New York Harbor, and you can see videos on YouTube. Frierdiker Rebbe coming um, to the States in 1940. No, they didn't have YouTube in 1940. On YouTube now. All right, one halach over here. So, probably chabadchayil.org. If it was something up, it was probably. All right. But the person who's reading the Megillah, so the 10 sons of Haman, he has to do in one breath. So, and he has to read it inside. And it's on two sides of the page. So you'll see the guy taking a deep breath before and trying to get it all in while looking inside, because you have to look inside the Megillah. Can't do it by heart. You have to look at the letters. So it's one on this side, one on that side, one on this side, one on that side, one on this side, one on that side. And you have to not also skip lines. So on the right side, you have the names. And the left side, you had the S, the Ace, Arpachshad, the Ace, right? So you have to, the proper thing to do is to keep two fingers. And this way, you're reading the right VS. Otherwise, you could be reading the wrong VS, the same VS a bunch of times. So you have to keep the right. Yeah. Now, the custom is not just to read the 10 sons of Haman in one breath, but also start already from 3 words before, from Chamesh Me'as Ish. Now, what happens if the one who's reading the Megillah holds his breath in the middle? Couldn't do it. What happens? You gotta go back all the way to the beginning of the Megillah? No, you don't have to go back. Here's what it is. We do our best. And if not, we try. That's all. Now, some communities, everybody does it together. Everyone also does it. Takes a deep breath and does the 10 sons of Haman together. And if that is the custom, Shulchan Aruch tells us to make sure not to do it at the same time as the person who's reading the Megillah, but rather the person who's reading the Megillah pauses, everybody does it, and then he does it. This way, if everyone's doing it at the same time, then you're going to miss hearing the one who's reading, and you're not going to hear it from the Megillah. There's one part of the Megillah where the one who's reading is supposed to go louder. And that is the beginning of where the miracle starts taking place, and that is and that night, the king got up in the middle of the night. You should raise your voice a little bit. That's when the main miracle started. Also, when he's reading the words Hayigeres Azais, he should, which means this letter, for in the Megillah, he's supposed to the word not shake, there's another word for it. Go like this. Go like this with the Megillah. There's a word for it. Yeah, but there's another word for when you go like that to pages. Ruffle, there we go. You're supposed to ruffle the Megillah. That's it. And then again, there's a second time when he says that he gets his Shenis, our custom is not my custom, we do it both times. What happens if someone doesn't have a kosher Megillah? Well, like over here, most people have a Megillah. Regular, we have copies. We have booklets. So you should read, but don't use any sound. Don't read with any voice. Because you're not gonna. You rather hear the words coming out of the real Megillah, and you're not gonna be able to have the right proper kavanah, the proper intent. So only use a little bit of sound, low sound, if you have a kosher Megillah. But
Adonai Hoshia, Melchinin of Yom Karenu, Adonai Hoshia, Melchinin of Yom Karenu, Adonai Hoshia, Melchinin of Yom Karenu, Skadav Yiskada Shemei Rabba, Yamadi Varkas of Nikmakuse, Yatsmak, kind of a curve, Mishikai, the Kaye, kind of a Kobe Sishwa, Bagalavis and Kari, the Muramin. Yesh may Rabba Mevera, Maya, Yispark Shabak, Yispark, some of these not say, Yisaravi, some of these Halash, with a good Shabrikun. The Yalim Kabakas of Shira, such as Kas, Nekamasa, the Miram Biama, Vimuramin, Barakura Sadinai, and Vairach. Barak and Bayrach, the Oilam Vowed, Barakatadina, Elhinima Khailam. Maviam, maybe Lila, Maduvina, Midala, nice Wishamai, Barakatadina, Hamari, Baravim. Abba Salem Bishop. Him Kain, Verkamini, Ram Nagiram, Yaman Valila, Vilasco, Sami Men of the Olam, Barakatadina. Shema Yisrael Adina Eloheinu Adina Yechad. You have to ace it now. Hakaba, Kolabakaba, Konishakaba, Komiadaka, the Hayu had very much either, Sharon, Hakim, Saka Hayam, Al, the Vaka, Vishanatam, the Benaka, the Director Bam, the Shitka, the Saka, the Lakaka, Derek, the Shaka, Nakam, Tom, the Ursa Yadeka, the Elite to Price Benaka, the Tom Amasos Besaka, Visharaka, Bayan. Adina, El Hikam MS. The Minikazos, the Carmelin. Makusai, Rasakibule, Moshe Neutral, the Kunish Shepherd and Parabav, Yamakulam. You can look at the work, nurses, stuff like that. Makus, Karab, and Akaba came to Moshe Zaylin, who be a room. Dina, Yimlo, Leo, Elambo, Dina, Marki Padis Yakov, you go make a menu. Barakatarina, Gal, Yisrael. Ashkevena, Venus. Mishmor Sasena, Venochem Tov, Mishal Miatavit Elam, Kirshaman, Maslina Wata, Barakatarina, Shomer Ama Yisrael, Laad. Skadav Yiskada, Shemei Rabba. The Yom Dibrakas of the Makus, Yats, Makana, Karmashikai. The Kaye could be kind of a kind of Kobe Sishra, but Galavis Mankari, Vimuramin. Yehesh may Rabba, Mevairach, the Elmo Maya, Spike Shabak, Spike from Visna, Visada, Visala, Visalash, Medikud Shabriku. Yea, let me cover Casa Bishira, such as Custom Nakamasa, the Miram Biama, the Emirame. Skada Viskada, Shemay Rabba, Yamadi Barkas of Nikmaku Sebi, Asmak kind of a Karmashikai, the Kayak and Vikan Vikata Kobisi Shah, Bakalis and Kari Vimaramen, Heshme Rabba Mevera, Elamamaya, is Break Shabak, is Fire, some of these last day, Saravis, this Alash, Medical Chabreko, the A, Lamikabakas Vishira, such as Pass Nekamasa, the Rambama Vimaramen, take it up, so some of us on the Kobisha, cut behind, Divishmaya Vimaramen, Yehesh Lamarabba Mincha-Maariv, Vakam Tamalini, Vakari Shah Vimaramen. Shambi Marima, via Sasha Malina, the Alco Yashara, Vimarame, Alena Shabbat, Arena Cos. Jock and a couple of cards, and I don't know. And I'm Marvin Muscle Colors, when we had in a Kadish Mayakad, Scott Avi, Scadash, Mayraba, the Yamadi Records of the Kmaku say, the Yatsmak kind of a Karmashika, the Kayak and the kind of a Kaikobishi Shara, but Gulavis Makari, Vimarame. Here's my Rabbi Mevera, the Elamama Maya, you spark Vishalak, you spark some of these say, Visara Visal Visal, Medical Chabrikum. Yea, let me cover Kasavishira, such as Pass Nekamasa, the Mion Biama, Vimarame. Yea, some Rabbi Mincha-Maariv, Vakam Tamalini, Valkyrie Shav, Vimarame. Aisashan Bimarima, Viasasham Malini, Bialko Yishara, Vimarame. Atira, Mipaka Peace, Nimishawa, Sham Kisavoy. To its service, you find a bit of a reliakum Kimaniro. Yazignani, who the Atsivani as well, and the Assisi, Vanias, Vaniswab Yamalate, Aksadi came here to Smaka, Shramis, Manakam, Machin, Sunasumos, Maya, Malcolm, maybe by Mam Kivin, Shavar, Hagotara, the kind of an Akshame, Retika, Sparkles, Astro, Pikabalam, Termish, Nemar. Adonai Chafetz Man, Sikta Yagotara, Viadir. Skada Viskada, Shemay Rabba, the Yamadi Bakis and the Kmakuse, Viatsmak, Kanavika, Mishikai, the Kayakon, the Kanavaka, Obisi Shra, Bakalis Mankari, Vimaramin. Heshme Rabba Mavera, Helma Maya, you spark Vishabak, Visfire, Visam Visase, Visala Visala Visala, Shmediku Chapriku. Yay, let me cover Casa Vishira, so just Casa Nechamasa, Amrav Yamavi, Miramin, Yisrael, Yarabanan, Yatomide, Hind, Yakotamide, Smide, Hind, Yakomandas Kimbi Raisa, Divias Radin, Vidiva Kolasar, Yasar, Yay, Lahono Consumaraba, Kinavaki Savarachamin, Bechayanari, and Mazana Rabika, Kanamikadama behind, Divishmaya, Vimaramin, Yay, Slamaraba Minchamaya, the Kamsamalini, Yakrishav, Vimaramin, Yisasham Vimrama, the Yasashamalini, Yakrishav, Vimaramin.
Good night.